Howdy World! In today's video, I'm going to be creating a soft glam look using the Shade Thrower palette by Morphe. To start the look, I'm going to apply a spray primer and press it in along with some lip balm to moisturize my lips. Now that my face is primed, I'm going to go in with some foundation using a buffing brush to blend that really nicely into my skin. With this buffing brush, you're going to be applying it to your skin and then doing circular motions to buff it in. That's why it's called the buffing brush, and it just leaves a smooth, flawless finish, and it looks very natural because you have blended it in. Because I'm always sitting in the sun, my foundation is a tad bit light, but no need to worry about that because once I go in with a nice powder foundation that's just a touch darker, I'm going to use that to bronze the skin along with setting it. And that's just a great hack whenever your foundation's a little bit light. If you have another foundation that's a little bit darker, or your contour will help to bring the warmth back into your skin. And if anything, it's going to make those areas that were light or your whole face that was light, now it's just going to look like you highlighted areas because you're just going to use that color, that darker color, to contour your face. And that's where you'll bring in that warmth. And I'm going to quickly tie my hair back because I'm going to contour the front of my face. So I'm going to go in with that foundation that's just a little bit darker, and this is a powder foundation. And I'm going to apply it to the temples of my forehead along with the sides of my nose, the cheeks, underneath my chin, all the areas. And then once there's a little bit of product left over on the brush, then I'm going to buff that all over into the rest of my face. Now that is just going to add a little bit of warmth and also just kind of balance that color of foundation so that it looks more like my natural skin color. And to add a little bit of color to the face, I'm going to apply a powder blush, and I'm going to put it on the sides of my cheekbones and bring it up towards my brow bone. I'm just going to press that into the skin. I'm just pressing and then lightly swiping at the same time because I don't want too much color on there. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the nose because you know how that is. That's a trend and it's nice and I love it and I wear it. Yes. So I'm just going to blend everything in. And now I'm going to brush my eyebrows. Slowly going in with a pencil. I'm just going to do a very light eyebrow today. We're not going to go too extreme. And once I finish just filling in my eyebrows lightly, then I'm going to turn the pencil around and use the spoolie to buff out that product. Now that we're done with our foundation and we have set it, along with doing our eyebrows and applying some blush, we're going to go in with lips. I am using a liquid lipstick to line my lips. This is one of my favorite things to do. I think I don't even use a lip liner nowadays. Once my lips are lined, then I'm going to go in with a blending brush that you use for your eyes, a small one, and I'm going to blend out that line. In the center, I'm going to apply a nude color liquid lipstick, and then I'm going to blend that out right before it dries. I'm now going to go in with a concealer that I'm going to be using as my primer, and I'm going to press that all over my eyelid until it's nice and dry. For today's eye look, I'm only going to be using one brush for everything. And that is going to be a Morphe blending brush. And I'm also going to be using the Morphe Shade Thrower palette, which I purchased at Ulta for $10.50. I started by applying some of the color called No Thanks onto half of my eyelid. And then it was a little too stark white. So I went in with the color Iroh to just soften it. On my outer corner, I am using the color Childish, which is more of a taupey gray. Then I'll also apply that childish color along my crease area. To add a little more depth to this look, I'm going to go in with the color So Bad, and I'm going to apply that onto the outer corner of my eye in just small portions, and then a little bit on the crease area to just blend everything in. And I'm just going to look at both sides and make sure that everything is blended out nicely and bring out that color a little farther onto my temple. And then underneath my lash line. This is a big brush, but I made it resourceful. You're not always going to have all the brushes you need, and you can create many looks just using one brush, two brush, three brushes. I mean, I traveled for a year and a half and I only had 3 brushes. Literally only had 3 brushes, and I created tons of looks with it. So if it's one thing that travel has taught me, is less is more, and you're going to be a lot more creative and you're going to utilize what you have rather than just over consuming and having a bunch of stuff that you don't even look at or touch. Now using the colors Is It Me and Gift Receipt, I'm going to use that as a highlight. Yes, I'm using eyeshadow to highlight. And to melt all those products together, I'm going to apply some setting spray. And then I'm going in with my foundation brush and then pressing that in. This is going to allow whatever's on the surface of my skin to not just be sitting on top of it, but melt in. I'm going to apply some mascara onto the lashes, and I'm going to do that diligently and make sure that I get every lash. And because I like my lashes to look darker, fuller, and longer, I apply 2 coats of mascara, and I also make sure to apply it onto my bottom lash. That way it just awakens and makes the eye look bigger. Quickly before I forget, on my brow bone, I mix the colors No Thanks and Eye Roll, and then applied those onto my brow bone and then blended everything in. And to bring the whole eyeshadow look together, I applied the color Scandalous, which is a beautiful metallic silver color, onto my inner corner, and then I blended that out with my finger. Okay, so this soft glam makeup look is all done. We are set. And now it's time to have a little hair play. We're gonna let the hair loose and let it be wild and let it, get in touch with our lioness. I actually used the Revlon One Step Volumizer Plus brush. That's like the viral brush that everybody's been using. I just posted a video on that, so make sure you check that out. I used it on my 3C type hair. And we're just going to toss and turn the hair in all different ways, tuck and pull, and just create different styles with the hair. This is the time that I step into my Sasha Fierce, when I am just enjoying the look, enjoying my vibe, enjoying my energy, loving on myself, on my beauty, and letting the universe affirm it like, yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are worthy. Yes, you are amazing. Yes, you have big hair. Yes, you have curls. Yes. And once I clock into that mode, like, girl, yeah, I do not know how to act. I'm like, oh, yep, yep, 8 all the way up and down. These moments are the ones that remind me of my childhood. Like, I loved playing dress up. Look at the sun is shining. I love playing dress up. I love playing with my hair, with my makeup. Everything you see me do now is what I've done since I was a kid, because I loved this stuff. I loved just embracing all types of beauty, creating different looks, being explorative, tapping into my imagination. And now that I'm older and I'm more wise and mature and just fully in my divine feminine, it's just a beautiful feeling. It's like this little girl that we grow up, yet we still are little kids inside. And it's beautiful to tap in to those resources, to tap into that little version of you, because that is you. That is you with a bigger body, with bigger everything sometimes. It's all about reconnecting with that person and not forgetting that we are just little people that are playing adults and are figuring things out, We all don't have it figured out. I don't think any of us do. And that's perfectly fine. That is the beauty of life, to just continue to see what's out there, see what you can create, see how far you can go, but be present in the moment and enjoy it. Sometimes I just try to be just basic, but I gotta just always go in, right? I always gotta go like extra and all spiritual. But yes, you have to just, everything is a word. Everything is speaking to you. Stay alive, stay in it. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to improve on yourself. Be kinder to yourself. It's necessary that we go through different times, tough times, and it's necessary to awaken us to the beauty of life. So stay positive and ciao, ciao.